on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Jokic, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Pass to Brown. Connects from three-point range.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Green finds Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's Porter outside. Draymond Green pulls it in. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And a deep three from Curry. Another miss by Curry. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 6 points.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. He's defended by Podziemski. Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray to stop the run. And Jokic lays it up and in.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Outside for Curry. That three off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
They get it again. Gordon, the pass to Murray. The tray on the wing. Porter gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They set him up. Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Snatched up. Pass to Brown. For three, Murray. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 4. Here's the three. The shot by Curry, no good. The Nuggets shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. And the Warriors also making a change. Fields checked in for Stephen Curry.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Jokic passes to Westbrook. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Russell jumps pretty high on his three-point shot, so tough for smaller guards to challenge it.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Nuggets trail. pass to Jokic. No one near him. Misses off the right iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with them.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Near the three-point line. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like
It's all tied in Denver. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the three. Hield finds Curry. There's the three. Curry buries the three shot.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, B.A. Watson for three. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. Hield kicks to Curry. Kuminga, screen on Westbrook. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets trail by three. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 6.
Good shooting reflexes there from Russell Westbrook. Barely needs the time to get that shot set up.
Curry outside. And Curry comes right back with a three.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Jackson-Davis with it. Now guarded by Sharp. Westbrook with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson-Davis with it. He has yet to score. The three ball. A shot by Curry. No good. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Porter. Pass to Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Watson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Hield with it. Westbrook picks him up. It's stolen by Sharks. And the Nuggets pushing it up now from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 for the field since the second quarter got underway. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Michael Porter. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Watson the screen. Here's Brown. Defended by Moody. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside for Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Fires from way outside. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook.
Michael Porter Jr.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Warriors ball.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Curry. Another miss by Curry. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Another shot. Here's Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Tough to box out Jokic. Not only strong, but long.
Fires away from way outside. The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Porter. Puts up a 3. That shot off. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Curry with the steal. Takes the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gordon's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nuggets. Outside for Curry. There's the triple. Another miss by Curry.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Fast break, here they come. Curry with it. Now guarded by Murray. And the Warriors miss again.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Gordon kicks to Murray. Off target with his 3. The Warriors trailing. Green passes to Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 27.
A good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and that's good. For 2. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Green kicks to Curry. Fires for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
There's Porter with the three. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the three. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside for Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And again for three.
Stephen Curry.
He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Gordon with it. Butler covering. Gordon with a screen on Butler. Here's Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler. The Nuggets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And, Bray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first.
And Michael Porter Jr., just one of those guys that has a versatile scoring menu. Terrific at executing at all 3 levels.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Christian Brown. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Draymond Green. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Westbrook, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Saric checked in for Gordon. And it's Peyton Watson in for Jamal Murray. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 6. And a deep three from Hield. Kept alive. Outside, Peyton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Hield way outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Porter, no luck.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Hield dishes to Kuminga. Outside Butler. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the night. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. And it's Peyton in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Brown. Another 3 for Denver.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Kuminga. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 5. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Watson's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Saric. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Man, Looney is so long. Gets up there and flushes it.
It's stolen by Curry from deep 3-point territory. That one's not going to go. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Warriors leading by 7. Fires from way outside.
Kev, don't hold the ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. Watson for 3. And another miss by Denver. It's stolen by Sharks. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion? That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Here's Brown. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Green kicks to Curry. 1:53 left in the game. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets trail by 6. Deep 2 from Murray. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the wing on the left. Mooney with it. Now guarded by Porter. Curry with a wide open look. The kick outside to Butler. Good as Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Brown. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brown. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 9. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
There's Porter with the 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Murray. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got 48.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
Anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. The 3-ball. They get the rebound. Outside for Porter. From behind the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that three from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Here's Jokic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Pass to Porter. Outside Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Here's Jokic. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
The Nuggets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Beyond the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Tries again. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Murray. Jokic in the post. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Brown. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 3. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
He said John Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
Here's Edey, defended by Murray. Count it. Edey's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 so far. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another 2nd-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
And he gets that one. Edey's got 6. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Jokic. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
To the middle. Here's Edie, and out of bounds. Denver will have it. A different look for Denver. Saric comes in for Jokic, and it's Watson in for Gordon. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Morant. Outside Porter. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 6.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
The 3 from Bane. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Porter from outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. 8 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Pippen in at the point.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Now here's Aldama. Now here's Kennard. Pass to Clark. With 1 on the clock, it's tipped. Porter with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Porter's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 3. Kennard outside. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
No one near him. And it's Watson missing.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Corner shot. Nice jump shot. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night. Second quarter, a little over 1.5 minutes in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And another 3 for Denver.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Kennard for 3. Denver grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart. And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Here's Brown, outside Murray. Porter finds Westbrook. Here's Brown. Here's Jokic, defended by Jackson.
Grizzlies foul.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Aldama's checked in. The dive for the ball, and it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Payne, the pass to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant on the take. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. We'll coach one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete. And he is, without a doubt, one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
The shot by Brown, no good. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Brown. And it's off from 3-point range. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And he's going for the lob. The steal. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Outside Watson. Fires the 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Aldama outside. From downtown. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Peyton Watson. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Aaron Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
From deep, Payne. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Murray. Now here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Grizzlies ball. Grizzlies substitution. Number 0, Jalen Wells.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Gordon and Jokic together. The skill, the grace, Morant.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
How about the bounce.
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
The baseline J is on the way. Again, Jokic missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Well, he changed his shot on the approach, and it threw him off. He might have been trying to draw a foul.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Here's Jokic. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. They've got numbers. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Nuggets trail by 4. Cuts off the pass. Ja slices.
Wow!
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And so it's Memphis with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Jokic. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Time now to hear from him. Okay!
Oh my gosh.
That's his 2nd personal.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. It's Jokic, high post. 20 points for him. And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism. And great job to establish position and square up.
Pippen, he's checked in for Ja Morant.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 1, Scottie Pippen.
Nuggets trail by 5. Ball stolen. The three from Bane. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Denver. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A different look for Denver. Saric checks in for Gordon. And it's Watson in for Jamal Murray. Here's Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Jokic finishing through the D.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Grizzlies lead by 3. Pippen pass to Morant. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact and he'll head to the line.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack.
Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
And rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
And Denver making a change here.
Nuggets, number 0.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
Out of bounds. Memphis ball.
Morant surveying the floor. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
What determination from Morant in the paint. Getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Porter. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Memphis. It could go. And that's not going to go. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. We've got Brandon Clark. Desmond Bane is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Pippen in at the point. Nikola Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lead. Player and a huge part of this team's success. And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Brown. Here's Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Ja Morant picks one up. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position. But his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Nuggets trail by 6. To the inside. Aldama grabs a board. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Second chance shot. And another shot. And the layup is up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Count it.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Bate fires from way outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Count that one. Jokic has gotten 4 this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
No stopping Jokic.
And this is how powerful Jokic is, able to still score despite the contact.
Aldama, no good. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. To tie it up. And it's Jokic laying it in. Jokic has got 32 points.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis missing. And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-5 run. Jokic finds Westbrook. Back to Jokic to take the lead. Clark grabs the board. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Aldama, the pass to Bane. Pass to Clark. The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Jokic with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Goes back up. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Santi Aldama.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. comes in for Westbrook.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
The offensive rebound. There's Jackson with the 3. Drops in the 3.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Pass to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 11 here in the quarter alone. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Pippen. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Now here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 37.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Denver has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And it's in.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Edey. Denver grabs the miss.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And again, it's Memphis missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the basket is good. Jokic has got 43 points.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
For Stan.
Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the center position. Now here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Here's Edey. And that one is good.
The assist goes to...
And the Warriors with possession here. Teardrop shot. Here's Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Curry with the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thanks, David.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in. Green's got 5.
From Memphis.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Edey. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Green, no luck.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And that one, good.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense partner. I don't think that was a Petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
Now, here's Bane. Here's Edey. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Golden State moving the ball around. Curry kicks to Green. Outside Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2
Morant, the bounce pass. Here's Edey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Here's Butler following the score by Memphis. Fires from 18. Butler on the way. Clock at 4. Green dishes to Butler. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Memphis, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far. And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And there's a whistle. It goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Edey. And it's Kennard in for Bain. Now here's Hield. Nothing on the board. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Banked in off the glass.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first and the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Kennard. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then it's Pippen. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Green. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Edey. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 18 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. They kick out to Hield. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry against Pippen. Pass to Edey. Draymond Green grabs the miss. The Warriors lead it. Kuminga with it. Guarded by Jackson. Outside for Curry. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. Grizzlies with the rebound. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he could do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bounce pass Pippen. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. Guarded now by Jackson. 2 points. That one goes.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Pippen, the pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Guarded by Green. It's good. Edey's got 8 points here in this quarter. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And Green gets it to go. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
The second chance effort. Green with the block. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Edey. And another miss by Memphis.
And close to making the defense pay for the last coverage that time.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Edey. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Green, and it's Green slapping it down.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry.
I like when Green looks to score. He's good at putting defenses in a bind.
Or should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Over Green. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
That one goes. Count it.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Green drives in. Over Edey. And it's in. There's the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Here's Green, lock at 6. Here's Moody. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside for Jackson. Shoots a fader. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 9. Curry on the wing. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Golden State. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim. But that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands, too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt, too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Curry.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
And that one drops. Edey's got 30 points.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
Here's Green. Now Moody. Wells with the steal. Goes up. And the dunk by Wells.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Butler against Jackson. Butler passes to Moody. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Edey. This one for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Warriors lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Green inside. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, it's refreshing to see Green not just help run the offense, but also be involved with production.
Lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's Green. Pass to Podziemski. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Pass to Edey. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edey's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Warriors leading by 10. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Morant, and Green gets it to go.
Just won't be denied. Draymond's inside game a strength.
Here's Morant, and finished up by Morant.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Green taking his time here. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Edey. Comes up empty down low. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Butler kicks to Green. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Oh, nice pass by Butler. He can be tricky to defend because he can take the shot or give it up just as easily.
Pass to Bane. Here's Edey. Over Green. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Pippen is out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Wells in at the 3 set. Knocks down the 3 ball. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Draymond Green is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Green. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Should be healthy, 60% tonight.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Morant with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
When Ja's knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
Curry passes to Green. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edie's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Back to Morant. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Right side, Green. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Remains Golden State basketball.
Puts up a deep 3. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some changes for Golden State. Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Jackson. Wells comes in for Williams. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Wells kicks to Bain. Launches it. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 16. Green inside. Guarded by Morant. And it's Green missing. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Edie laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edie's got 10 points in just the second half.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Oh, that's blocked. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Edie gets the bucket. Edie's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. The second effort, and he sinks the layup. Edie's got 10 points in the quarter.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Curry dishes to Green. Curry against Morant. They kick it out to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 27 points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
And a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Draymond Green.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Nels with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Edey. A three-pointer is right on target. Edey's got 48. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Green. It's deflected.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Back to Morant. Inside. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Misses there. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A cup by David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with
B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now Denver's starting five. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at small forward. Now here's Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Over Moody. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
The kick out, Curry gets the three ball to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Ooh, poked away. About a minute played here so far in the first. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. And obviously, facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Jokic. Knocked loose and stolen by Green. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. The three from Curry, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got his second basket of the night. But Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Down low. Here's Jokic. Good on the shot. Jokic has got his second basket.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
And it's Green off the drive. There's a screen. Curry from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Murray with it. Green picks him up. Murray passes to Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there. Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Green, a screen, the three ball, and Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 12.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Here's Jokic. Good work there as it goes.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside Curry. This one for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 15 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Hields checked in for Stephen Curry. And the switch here also for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. It's stolen. Watson with it, now guarded by Moody. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 7. And he lobs it up to the rim. Gordon with a steal. Here's Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Butler. Back to Green. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. Green's got 5 now.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Healed on the wing. Outside Moody. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Doing some damage. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for Denver, we've got Michael Porter. Hayden Watson is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. Najee, he's checked in for Strother. The Warriors lead by 10. Green with a screen on Westbrook. Curry takes it in. Healed from outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Left side Porter. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Curry from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Saric. Nuggets trail by 10. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Ryan, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Now, here's Green. And here's Curry for 3. Porter pulls it in. Westbrook against Hield. Oh, Green with a block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Najee. And a deep 3 from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out.
Oh, power is home!
Oh, wow!
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. It results in a great look.
Westbrook finds Murray. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Murray's got his first points of the night.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
Knocks it down from distance.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Payton. Outside Curry. Outside Podziemski. Just 5 on the clock. Another Another three for Golden State. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Payton. The kick out, Curry. Curry draws the double, and Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Number 8, Peyton Watson.
Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets trail by 10. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, BA, I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Brown's shot is good.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
The three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Outside Watson. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Here's Brown. Moody defends. Pass to Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Green, the pass to Curry. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. The three from Curry. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Trailing by 13. Here's Jokic. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Green. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Gordon pulls it in.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
The Nuggets with another miss. The Warriors lead by 13. Outside Curry. Six on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Porter. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Porter's got 9 points.
It really comes easily for Porter Jr. scoring the basketball. His jumper is almost textbook perfect.
Easy money for Stephen Curry.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outside, Green. The kick out, Curry. The three is up. The shot comes out.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. And Denver with a change here, too. Westbrook's checked in. Green, the pass to Curry. Green, a screen. From the arc. And Curry is good for three. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
The three. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Murray. And the layup is good off the glass. Murray's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
He buries it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Curry, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Butler. Westbrook against Curry, and the layup falls. Curry's got 44.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Here's Jokic, and it's Denver with another.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Curry's got 17 points here in the second half.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Murray, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. And Hield is subbed in for Pajemski. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Jackson Davis. The kick out, Curry. Jacks up a 3. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Porter. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Porter's got 11 points.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Christian Brown, and it's Murray in at the point guard position.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Pass to Curry. Now here's Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. To the paint. And here's Payton. Launches a three. The kick out. Curry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Saric. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Watson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Kuminga finds Curry. Three-pointer, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Kept alive. The kick out, Curry. 4-3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Nuggets. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Curry. Launches it. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Murray for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Jackson Davis a screen. Pass to Hield. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Good. He hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And it's Watson missing. And here are the Warriors now. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Trace Jackson Davis picks one up.
Love the aggressiveness from Westbrook to fight through some contact there on the shot.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Three-pointer. Curry's shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Intercepted.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Curry, no good. Denver's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you can see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Browns checked in for Denver. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
And yep, it's good.
Jokic is so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
Here's Spencer. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3. Now here's Morant for 3. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Porter outside. Edey with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And a wide open look for Bane. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a stick.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Brown. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Over to the left wing. Wells. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. When it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there, help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of John Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Going inside, Edey gets the bucket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Murray kicks to Porter, shoots the 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the right side. Loads it up there for Morant. The shot that time, not on target. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Jokic. Another shot. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. It's stolen. Down low. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. And then for Denver, Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Porter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. To the inside, Watson. And Watson slams it in.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To the left side wing. Here's Heaney. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the two-guard spot. The Nuggets trail. We know very few players in the league can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Offensive rebound. The three. Strother, no good. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And slam dunk by Clark.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Launches a three, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his second bucket tonight.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Saric finds Westbrook for the three. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest like that.
Porter passes to Westbrook. Fires from deep. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray.
3 points.
Porter's got 6.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Memphis has gotten a three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Clark for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Jokic kicks to Porter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Clark outside. The Grizzlies with another miss. Denver's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Scooped up. Westbrook finds Murray. It's good from long range. He's got 6.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Morant outside. Pass to Clark. For 3. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And a wide open look for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies should hit an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Clark for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Murray for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Morant passes to Clark. Lets the 3 fly. Westbrook pulls it in. Here's Brown. Outside for Murray. Shoots over Morant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great tandem.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant left side. Drains the three-pointer. Morant's got 8 points.
And that 3-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Brown. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Jump shot is good that time. 8 points for him.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
Jacks up a 3. Edey can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 4. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got his 2nd bucket.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Murray. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant kicks to Wells. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Gordon with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play. So I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Grant. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. From past the arc. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payne with the bucket.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Basket counts. 10 points for Jokic.
Spacing things out a little. Smart of Jokic to take advantage from that mid-range.
Pass to Edey. Oh, good on the 3. The Nuggets leading by 8. It's Porter outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant left side. Here he goes. And then Morant slams it in.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Porter outside. The offensive rebound. Murray outside. From deep. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Morant gaining the floor. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, erasing that shot attempt.
A nice shot by Brown.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Wells, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Big group substitution here for Denver. Sharch checked in for Jokic. Zignaji comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Christian Brown. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Murray. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And Denver will start the 4th quarter. We've got Murray. Sharch is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. No good from Clark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The Grizzlies trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Aldama finds Pippen. Here's the 3. Aldama can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Payne with the steal. Launches the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Pippen kicks to Clark. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
A nice shot by Brown.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
Got that one up quick.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Murray for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Aldama's got his fourth rebound in this one. There's a screen by Aldama. Bain passes to Clark. And he drives in. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 4-point Denver lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Payton for three. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists now in this one. Watson for three. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. It's stolen by Watson. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
It's stolen by Watson. And here we go. Sharch all alone. Murray finds Sharch. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bain passes to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Aldama to the left wing to tie it up. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of a crowd's sails there. A 3 to take the lead just moments after they'd given it up.
Westbrook with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Watson for 3. Wells grabs the miss.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Bain, no good. And here's Westbrook. Good!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at center, filling out the middle. Now here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Over Moody. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Morant against Curry. Outside for Green. Curry looking it over. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Steph's such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
Hey, talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. And that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Now here's Moody. Green, the pass to Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered, and then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. 4-point game, and that one's good. Green.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Out of bounds, Memphis keeps possession. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. And we spoke about how he plans to deal with the 3-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the Warriors making a switch here. Heald's checked in. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edey. Green covering. It's blocked.
Well, I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, Morant with the block. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Curry passes to Hield. The kick out. Curry Fires the three. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Morant with it, now guarded by Moody. Out to the wing to halt the run. The rebound by Moody. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Green's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Pass to Edey. Morant with it. Tipped. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Clark against Curry. Clark outside from deep. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. Edey's got 5 now.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, you can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Curry with another miss. Grizzlies trail by 10. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Morant. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Green finds Curry for 3. That won't go either for Curry. Payton against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Edey. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. His fingerprints were... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3 slot. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
The deep 3 from Kennard, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Hield. Outside Kuminga. 5 on the clock. Curry, no good. Grizzlies trail by 6. Kennard for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. They grab their own miss. The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Pass to Wells. Kennard outside. Here's the three. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the Warriors get it back. Kuminga down low, working on Clark. Let's go with a three. That's good from Curry on the assist by Kuminga. Curry's got 22.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Outside Bane to the left side wing. And here's Morant outside. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Warriors lead by 15. Curry with it. Jackson in his pocket. Fires from deep. Curry, no good. For Memphis, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Butler with a steal. Curry with it. He's got 25. Butler, a screen on Clark. The three is up. Fires in the triple. 28 points for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Aldama with it. Now Pajemski defending. Here's Morant driving in, and then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Green with a screen on Morant. And here's Curry for three. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Outside for Butler. Oh, stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the half. Out to Hield. Takes the three. And it's Bane with the rebound. Morant surveying the floor. Here's the pick. The three. It's good.
Did he get it off in time?
It counts at the buzzer.
That's a feel good.
Wow. And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edie. Green covering. Basket counts. Edie's got 10 points in the game. Oh, deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edie.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And here's Curry for three. The rebound by Edie. Edie's got 4 rebounds now. Moran against Heald. Butler with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Curry. Three-pointer. They get it back. Outside for Green. Curry passes to Green. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Curry's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 12. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Outside for Green. Now here's Curry. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Well, Curry, not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 2, Brandon.
Here's Edie. Green covering. Lets it fly. Edie, that's good. He's got 12. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. The Warriors lead by 12. The kick out. Curry. Here's the break. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Here's Pajemski. And the Warriors miss again. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Edie missing. The Warriors have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Back to Curry, beyond the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Edie. And the deficit down inside single digits. Edie's got 14.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Moran against Curry. Green, a screen. Launches it from deep. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Moran with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Edie. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 8. And here's Curry for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Edie. And stolen by Green. Curry against Moran. Lets the 3 fly. Curry's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. 4-3. And it's Morant missing. And the Warriors shooting around 41%. Here's Edie. Green covering. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Edie missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Payton finds Curry. Payton against Jackson. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got his first points in this one.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Oh, swiped away. Curry against Morant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 38 points. Here's Edey. And that time also a missed shot. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points as this quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. The three from Curry. He drops it from range. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Fires the three, sinks it from distance. Curry's got 44.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's Curry for three. Outside Kuminga. Stolen by Bane. All alone on the break. Pulls up for three. Poke loose. The Warriors lead by 16. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep three. And again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Clark outside. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Here's Pippen. Sinks the tray. Pippen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
The three from Curry. And they recover it. Kuminga finds Curry. Back to Kuminga. Out to Hield. There's the three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Wells, guarded by Hield, and the shot goes.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Wells, the pass to Clark. Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. No good on the triple. Grizzlies trail by 17. Outside Bane. The three ball. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to Hield. Kuminga with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Outside Curry. Jackson Davis' screen. There's the triple. Outside Curry. From the arc.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And the Warriors make some changes. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Santos comes in for Payton. And Spencer's subbed in for Curry. The Warriors shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Here's Spencer. That one is off. Ooh, good D by Bagley. And here's Memphis. They trail by 14. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. He takes it in. Spencer, pass to Looney.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's a nice play.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Warriors, Kevon Looney.
That one's no good. And Brett, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
And here's Curry for three. Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone.